Yeah, you can't see me because of the shadow, but that's okay. I'm out here in the woods, northeast Indiana, and it's been raining for days and days. And thought I'd come out here, smoke an old stogie, enjoy the outdoors. And been watching a lot of news since it's raining all the time. And this Russian-Ukraine thing is crazy. And the U.S. government's crazy. It's a shame that we don't have a president that is not tainted by past, what should I say, money-making schemes with Ukraine. Ukraine, I think, just wants to be free, and they'll take any help they can get. I'm sure if the Chinese said, "Hey, I'll send you some help," they would take it. If I was in their position, I would too. You get a big country like Russia that's been around for years, and they thought that they were insurmountable, I guess the word I would say, I don't know. They thought their army was next to none. And they found out that the people in Russia really don't want to fight these poor people in Ukraine that are just trying to be free, do their farming, live their lives. But Putin, he must think that the USSR is going to come back. He's 60 years old, got cancer, maybe Parkinson's. I guess he wants to make a name for himself. It's like he didn't already have one. So, but it's really not a very good name he's getting. I'm pretty proud of the NATO nations because they don't have much choice. If war does come down to nuclear, all of Europe's going to be a mess, if it even survives. There's all kinds of things going on, and a lot of people don't even pay attention. Stock market's going down. It takes a rebound, then it goes down, takes a rebound. These people are trying to make a little bit of money as it goes down by running it up and then selling. But they're running out of buyers. Of course, our military loves it because they can buy more new and improved machines. It's like a fisherman or a golfer or anything else. They want all their toys. And here we are, the regular people. We're going to have to survive this if we can. I watch these preppers sometimes, and they're going to buy all this and buy all that. You can only store so much food. I mean, come on. I suppose you could go out and buy $20,000 worth of canned goods and hope they last you for a year. But where do you stop feeding other people? I mean, I've got extended family everywhere. I would hate to just tell them, no, you go starve to death because I'm going to stay alive for another week. The only answer is to get rid of Putin that I can see. And it looks to me like maybe some of Putin's rich friends are thinking about getting rid of him. I'm going to turn around. And so the sun's behind me. See if that helps. It didn't help. Anyway, that's a little bit better. I want you to see that nice swamp behind me. Now you see the hill up on it. I was out here thinking maybe I'd find some mushrooms now that it quit raining. Got a little bit of sun. It's beautiful out here. Being out here, you wouldn't even know that anything's going on out in the world until you turn on the TV, if you have one. I guess the Democrats, the Republicans, hell, actually, there is no such difference between Republicans and Democrats anymore. They're all politicians crooked. In their wisdom, they thought that they could just raise up gas prices so high that instantly people would start just using electricity, which is produced like gasoline and oil, coal, nuclear. solar. That doesn't happen overnight, you know. You can't just become the ruler and say, well, we're not going to drill any more oil. We're not going to lease out any more government land to drilling, and not expect a consequence. And we're in the consequence right now. The problem is they're too bullheaded to admit that they were wrong, and that the person that they hated, the last president we had, for some reason they just hated him, and some of us loved him, and some of us hated him. They just won't admit that he had good policy. Yeah, he might have pissed off a few people, but you're going to do that. If you're going to be the boss, you're going to piss off a few people. But when you come into office and the first thing you do is write a bunch of mandates, tell people to stay home, don't go to work, I'll pay you not to go to work, stop drilling oil, stop building a wall to protect us from outside influences, the kind that come in and maybe destroy our food supply or our food suppliers, processors. Let's face it, most of our food is processed. I have never taken a head of wheat and ground it down and turned it into bread, and I don't think very many people have. Very few people raise a chicken. First they have to raise the corn and the oats to feed them, and then you have to raise the chicken, then you have to kill it, pluck it, make it edible in our eyes, and then you have to cook it. Most people just go down to Chick-fil-A and get a sandwich. So I hope some politicians see this and maybe get the light and start looking out after other people rather than themselves. If you're a billionaire, what do you care? You know, you're going to go hide somewhere, maybe get an island somewhere like Putin has, or you're going to build a big yacht like Putin has that's all armored. But most of us don't have that. And these people that spout out things like you're a deplorable because you work for a living are going to find out that, yeah, you're going to have to work for a living or you're going to die. This isn't the Garden of Eden. This is the world. So keep that in mind. We got some evil people out there trying to change all of our minds, trying to make us think we're wrong and they're right. Nobody's right all the time. And nobody's wrong all the time. So keep that in mind. I tried to warn, I put out a couple videos early when the elections came up that I thought that the people that were going to get elected were going to turn us into pets. And man, I'm telling you, I'm beginning to think they have. I didn't think it would come to this. I knew it'd be bad, but I didn't think it'd be insane. So if there's a few politicians that are up for re-election, if there's a few that you actually believe that they're trying to help you, go ahead and vote them back in. But if you don't really believe they're out to help us, the common man, person, woman, man, whatever, vote them out. Vote them out. Don't vote a straight ticket. That's the worst thing we can do. You know, I don't label all liberals as wrong. I mean, some liberal, I guess you'd call him a liberal, tree lover, gave all this beautiful woods and swamp to the public. Thank God there's a few people like that in the world. So hang in there. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to go ahead and try to live like everything's normal. I do have some stuff stashed away, a few canned goods for a week or something. If something big would happen, like, I don't know, you name it. There's so many things that could happen, it's not even real. So hang in there, guys. It's not going to end. Luckily, we don't have a dictatorship yet. So in a few months, we're going to have a chance to maybe change some of our government. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for because I don't know who to vote for, but I know who I'm going to maybe re-elect, help re-elect. I've been trying to re-elect a senator in Michigan for years, and it doesn't seem to work for me, but at least I know I didn't vote for him. So I can't remember if I ever voted a straight ticket. I don't understand people that vote a straight ticket unless they're just lazy. And if you're lazy, sooner or later it's going to come back and haunt you. So hang in there, everybody. I know it's a crazy video, but I'm venting, okay? It's called a vent. I worry about I don't have many years to live on this earth, but I worry about my grandkids and relatives that have years and years left, hopefully, to enjoy the few nice things here left. So get out and enjoy yourself, but be like a Boy Scout and prepare yourself for what could happen. I don't think anybody knows what could really happen. But I do know if we don't change our government pretty soon, it won't be called a government, it'll be called the reign of terror. Hang in there. Have a good day. Bye. Doesn't that look peaceful, that little flat spot, or somewhat flat, but on the edge of the water? I've got to go walk down there just for fun. Even big trees fall